Hey everybody, welcome back to Disturbing Kreationz DIY, and I got a really serious question for you today. So, are you a family that's looking to either ask, do I want to eat or do I want heat this winter? Because times are really hard and America's going through a recession, but I'm going to help you make that decision. So after watching this video, you should be able to build a small wood-burning stove heater and get almost free heat like I did. I really changed my life by doing this, and now all my money can go to food and necessities. So let's get right into it so I can help you save on your bills too.
Hey, welcome back everybody to Disturbing Creations, and today I want to help you with building your shop or your little work area, maybe even part of your home with some free heat and how to do that. Right here I'm going to show you what I did with building to get free heat to make a wood burn stove. So as you can see, the flue goes up and through the roof. I'm going to show you how to build the inside today, and then we can work on the outside tomorrow or the next day. So I took a barrel and just a regular steel barrel. This one's a 35 gallon, as you can see here. See the barrel? And I sanded the barrel all the way down, and I painted the barrel with a black furnace polish or like an exhaust polish, 1500 degrees, because it'll never get that hot. So when I got the barrel, after I did that, I cut a hole in the front here. I bought a kit online. It's a barrel conversion wood stove kit. They're all over the place. You can buy it. And what I did was I cut this hole out here, and then I put the piece and I laid it on there, and I marked everywhere there was one of these screws so I can drill a hole in, and then I just put this, I connected this door in. It has a nice little opening, for air, and then you just fill it up with wood. I throw a couple pieces of paper in there, and it catches, and there it is. You gotta, you get ash, and you can do other things with ash, and I'll make a video what you can do with that. So then we put the wood in there and turn it on, and this is the door lock so that you can't open it, and then you can adjust the fire by opening and closing where you get the air, so the oxygen, so you're going to smolder all night and keep fairly warm. You close it. If you want it to catch and heat up the flue, the exit part, then you can leave it open. I put these legs on right here. As you can see, it came with these two legs that fit the barrel perfectly. So I just put them up against there, and I took a little pen or I think I took a wax marker, and I put the two lines, dots right here, and I drilled holes. I put the two bolts through and folded it in. There's a set of legs, and the back also came with a set of legs. Did the same thing. It was fairly easy. Fairly easy. I do anything with the back, I just put the two bung holes back in. And then at the top it came with the flue adjustment. So I put the round thing on top after I had the legs on so I can get it sturdy to see how it's going to stand on its own straight up. So I can have it go straight up and not kicked off to the side. Then where each one of these screws is, I just marked it again. And then I drilled down through and I put this on. And then I just bought the pieces. So I bought the pieces that fit in and a bend and the piece that goes up. And this came with a kit. So it came with one outside piece, the insulation piece. You just connect it all together. I cut a hole in the ceiling here and just drilled it all in. You see the little screws for the caps and stuff. This took my bill from $300 a month to about $50 a month through the whole winter. And we had 18 inches this year with a blizzard. And my bill was like 28 bucks, something like that, to make one of these. So I just go outside and I chainsaw pieces of wood. I got a bunch of dead trees in my yard, or trees that need to be knocked down. I just chop them up with a hammer, axe, with the hammer piece on the back with a wedge. I'll teach you guys how to chop wood correctly. Yes, there's a piece of pine in there, the light colored one. A lot of people say you can't burn pine, but you can, but you have to burn it in moderation. It burns real fast. So you put one piece in there to start the fire. Then you go to the redwood. The redwood burns slow, not as hot, but burns for hours. Most of the trees on my property are redwood. You gotta let that dry out at least one whole season, like one whole year. You chop the first year, you can't use it that winter. You can, but you're gonna get a lot of creosote and you might get some carbon monoxide. So this is what we're gonna build for the shop. This one I built for my house. So this is free wood heat with the wood stove. Runs great, you know. And I'll even show you the piece outside. It's raining today, but I wanted to make a video. So you see, they came up through the roof, and you put that little flashing. You put that little piece right there, the flashing. See this little flashing, this triangle piece, and then you stack as many as you can. Mine came with one and one flashing, and I had to buy these two extras because it has to be so many feet above the roof where I live. And then you get this topper piece, and that's where the smoke comes out. And like once a year you have to go and clean that out because I have a flash suppressor on it. That way no flame can come out and touch my house. It grabs it like a screen, you know. So in everything, I think I got about 900 bucks in. I did it all myself, cut the hole, came with instructions to do everything, and now I get free heat. So I just wanted to teach you guys how to do that for either your home or your work office, or if you're going to build a building in the outside. If we're going to put one in the shop so we have free heat next year. Show this small video to maybe help you out in your shop, or to help you save some more money. We like to create things that aren't the norm. So I have this chopped wood here, and I built this wood burn stove. When you're chopping the wood, a lot of times the bark will fall off, and people would just leave it or throw it out or throw it in the yard. It is great compost, but I actually collect the bark, these big pieces that fall off, you know, and I burn them as well. I mean, like, this is almost like a big chunk of wood, you know. I probably get 4, 5, 6 of these a year full, and that'll get me through maybe 2 days of really cold weather. I can use these 4 or 5 pieces of bark and get free heat, and it'll be like 75, 80 in the house. So if you're going to chop wood and do a wood burning stove, that's great. Always separate the bark from the wood, because the bark holds in the moisture and this won't season, and you'll get creosote in your wood burning stove, and that's another thing we'll have to go over another day. But save the bark, save it separately, and when you dry it out, you're going to have to put a little bit in and let that dry, and then put a little more on top and let that dry, and a little more on top and let that dry, or spread it out over a tarp or something. Let it all dry for like 2 or 3 days in the nice hot sun, and then put it in here, or it'll mildew in the bottom. So that's another way how to get free heat in your shop. Or I have this one in my house, but I'm also putting one in the shop soon. So just want to give you that little tip. All right, Disturbing Creations. We'll see you when we talk about the wood stove.